Hello, folks. This is your host, Tammy Turner, and you are now listening to the Tiara Talk Show. We bring you rare interviews with the makers of Disney magic. Whether they be singers, actors, Imagineers, animators, they've all made their mark on the Disney name. To find out more about the show and other episodes, head to our official website at www.thetiaratalkshow.com. Be sure to look below at the show notes in the Show More section for links to our Twitter and Facebook pages, including videos and websites mentioned in the following interview. Photos and audio clips that are featured in the show belong to their rightful owners and are used for educational purposes only. All guest opinions are theirs and theirs alone and do not represent the opinions of the Tiara Talk Show or the host. The Tiara Talk Show is not associated with the Disney Company. Thanks again for tuning in to this week's episode, and from all of us here at the Tiara Talk Show, have a hoop-de-doo day. I'm excited to welcome this week's Tiara Talk Show guest, actress Marsha Thomason, to the show. Welcome, Marsha.
Thanks for having me.
As we near the Halloween holiday and come to a close on the Tiara Talk Show's Halloween Celebration Month, you've probably seen Marsha, our listeners have probably seen Marsha on TV throughout the month as Sarah Evers in the live-action Disney film, The Haunted Mansion. So what was the audition process like for this film?
Oh my goodness, such a long time ago. I put myself on tape, I think, initially, and then they flew me to Los Angeles. I was shooting a movie in Toronto, and they flew me to Los Angeles to meet with Rob Minkoff, the director, and do a camera test. And it was me and one other actress. I didn't meet her, but, it was full hair and makeup, which was really cool, actually. And it was right there on the stages where we shot the movie. And, we did a few scenes. And then it took weeks before I found out if I had the job. I mean, I think it took like 6 weeks or something.
Holy cow.
They really kept me on the bubble for a while. But yeah, ultimately it all worked out wonderfully.
But you play both Sarah Evers, a real estate agent who is married to Jim Evers, played by Eddie Murphy, but then you also play Elizabeth Henshaw, Master Gracie's true love. So both characters are separated by different eras, but I'm absolutely jealous of Elizabeth's ball gown that you got to wear. It looked amazing.
They were not comfortable for going to the pee, but, it took a few people to help me with that. But, I just love period pieces anyway, and so getting the opportunity to dress up like that, it was just gorgeous, and that wedding dress that Sarah ends up wearing at the end of the movie, just beautiful.
That's my favorite dress in the entire film.
Oh, yeah, it's so gorgeous. Mona May, our costume designer, is fantastic.
And on the DVD commentary, it said that it was difficult for Nathaniel Parker to carry you up the steps of the ballroom scene since the dress was really, really heavy.
Oh, yes. Well, that's his excuse. He's still sticking to it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, it was very cumbersome. It was tricky. And, of course, he was in all of his, gear as well, which, they're not the most comfortable of costumes.
By the way, you have a fantastic American accent, so did you find it difficult to perfect while shooting the film?
It was wonderful. Disney provided me with a dialect coach who was on set with me every day, Jessica Drake, and she gave me a kit bag, really, for my American accent that I've been able to use throughout my career. I play American quite a bit, and it was really Jessica that gave me the tools to be able to do it. And so having her on set every single day was a luxury. So I would warm up with her every morning. She would come into my trailer, and we would do vocal exercises. And then she'd be on set with me. So if anything slipped, she'd give me notes. And yeah, it was really a great experience with Jessica.
I was completely shocked when I was watching the bloopers because I was like, wait. She doesn't have really an American accent. And I just thought that was amazing. It was great. There's an amazing cast in the film, and it looks like all of you shared many jokes and laughs while filming since, again, I watched the bloopers. Are there any funny stories you'd like to share about filming with Eddie Murphy and the rest of the cast?
I have to apologize because it's so long ago. I can't think of any. One memory I do have is being in a car with Eddie. We were shooting something on a green screen that actually didn't end up in the movie. And I just remember we had the radio on, and he was just singing. He has such a beautiful voice. I mean, people know that anyway. And there are certain songs, whenever I hear them, I always think of Eddie because of us being in that car and him singing those songs,
And it looked like you had a little bit trouble in the white dress because they had to lift you up on a crane-like object.
Yes, that was really fun, actually, because I'm not not crazy about heights, and I'm certainly not, a thrill seeker. I don't, I like my feet on the ground. And so that was one of the first times I ever did anything like that. And actually, it was really freeing. They would lift me up. Oh, gosh, that first time I was so nervous when they lifted me up. But then it was like, I could swing myself around, and it was like I was flying. It was really, really cool.
Now, you're currently starring in USA's TV series White Collar, which unfortunately it's coming to its 6th and final season sometime this winter. Will be airing. What was the experience like shooting this TV show?
Oh, it was really incredible. It's the longest-running show I've ever been on. To be with that cast and crew for 6 years was really amazing. And I have to tell you, it was so emotional. We finished about 5 weeks ago, and it was just that last day. For all of us, it was just devastating. We were all so sad to say goodbye to one another. In that iteration, obviously we'll see one another again. But it was really, it just meant a lot to me. I became a mother while I was on that show. Being in New York was amazing, and just working with that cast and crew. I haven't quite processed it yet. It's over, and it's kind of a bit of a shock, really.
Well, I'll miss it. I know some of our listeners watch it all the time, so we will definitely miss it, but stay tuned for the season finale and everything like that. I'm sure everybody's going to have a happy ending, hopefully. Cross our fingers.
Fingers crossed, yeah. You never know.
Are there any other exciting projects that you'd like to mention?
I'm about to go back to England to do something, but I'm not allowed to talk about it, which is so annoying because I would love to tell you about it. But I'm excited that I'm going to be working on this cool project, and hopefully, if your guys pay attention, they'll see what it is. I don't know. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Well, you have a Facebook and Twitter account, so if you might post, if you're allowed to post about it later on, would you like to list your Twitter username and Facebook page so people can find you?
Yeah, absolutely. My Twitter is Marsha_Thomason. My Instagram is just Marsha Thomason, and my Facebook, I believe it's just Marsha Thomason, I think. I would imagine it is. But I will, they're all linked together, really, and I definitely, once I'm allowed to talk about it, I will.
We'll add your Twitter and Facebook account to the end of the show notes so people can see it on our YouTube page, which would be great, because then they can all follow you and stay in touch.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, and my Instagram as well. I have no followers on Instagram. I'm like famous on there.
I will follow you then. I'll definitely follow you.
So sweet.
And now I have 3 Disney questions I always ask each of my guests. They're called the Mickey, Donald, and Goofy questions, the Fab 3.
Okay.
So we'll start with the Donald question. So as a child, what Disney film would you always like to watch over and over again?
Mary Poppins. I love it so much. I've already bought it for my daughter.
And our Goofy question, what Disney character do you think would be your best friend if you met them in person?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. Goodness me. Ooh. Oh, dear. Maybe, I'm sorry, it's going to be Mary Poppins again. Maybe Mrs. Banks, because she was a suffragette and she wasn't taking any nonsense.
I love it. Yes. Sister Suffragette. I love her song too. It's fantastic. And our last question, which is the Mickey question. If I asked you to name any Disney song at this very moment, what immediately comes to mind?
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
That was perfect. You should be a singer. No, seriously, you should record a lullaby album. Maybe that would be great for little kids. That would be awesome.
Maybe I'll do that.
But thank you so much for coming on the show, Marsha. It was such a joy to have you on, and I hope you have a happy Halloween. And listeners, be sure to check out Marsha's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram page. We need to get her more Instagram followers, so we will do that. We will make sure we have more followers for you. And again, happy Halloween, and we hope to hear from you soon. And good luck with everything with the new project too. I'm excited to hear what it's about.
Oh, thank you so much. It was lovely to talk to you.
Elizabeth, is it you? Yes, my love.